Hey, hey, everybody. Hello, and welcome to Massively Overpowered Television. We're starting a new week. Well, actually, we started a new week yesterday. If you do the week starts on Sunday bit, and we started yesterday with Chris doing Dauntless, and today we're moving on to Star Trek Online and Klingon Civil War. Matt, if you start your week on Mondays, then welcome to a new week. So glad to see you guys. Hopefully everybody is having a good start to their day, midday, good end of the day. However it is, I hope it is going well. And even if not, I hope this will make it a little better. So thank you so much everybody for tuning in. And I'm going to jump in with my comrades in arms, which are going to be helping me through this next bit of stuff that we got to do in the Klingon Civil War. Do, 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 do. Well, okay, that's probably the wrong sound to make, isn't it? And my brain, there we go. All right. Brain may not be working significantly well today, but it's getting there. I mean, hey, Munchkin's alive and well, right? Uh-oh, I lost the monitor, so hopefully he's still alive and well. He was a few minutes ago. All right, here we go, guys. House Shattered, what happens to be here at the moment. The new content is Nimbus and the brand new episode of Partisans, which is what we're doing today. To defend Mars from synths in the new TFO Synthwave. I've been doing that every single day. We'll do it at the end if we have time. Otherwise, we're not going to do it. And there's a remastered Klingon Warzone episode arc. Woo! And, of course, here I am, standing in Deep Space Nine still. What I have been doing every day is the TFO, which today is actually my last day to need to do it, but it doesn't reset for another 2 hours, and we're probably not going to be streaming an hour and 50 minutes from now. Probably because I'm in the middle of laying bathroom tile, too. I got one down, and it was wrong, and had to pull it up, and it broke. Put the next one down, and it may or may not be in a good spot, but I'm saying it's in a good spot, so there we go. Hey, Wark Habit! Wide angle on dual cannons makes up for... they've been doing a whole conversation about flying and stuff, so I'll just let you guys continue your conversation over there, and I'll stop popping up all these windows. I'm not going to claim you guys yet. Leave me alone.
Hey, you had stuff to do with the talkie and the intro and whatnot. We had to amuse ourselves.
Absolutely. No, that's good. I was just going to try to catch up and participate, and then I saw all in, and I'm like, never mind. I can't catch up. Never mind. Okay.
The title was showing Dauntless. Let's skip that part of the conversation.
You know what? I saw something about Dauntless, and then I actually... Yeah, okay. So, that's my fault. Because I'm not used to Chris coming in and streaming. And he wasn't used to me either, so he actually started his stream calling it Astroneer with MJ. So, the two of us... There we go. Trove, Dauntless Trek. It's all the same. Whatever. All right. Oh, no. Wark Habit. Keep on chatting. That's totally fine with me. Oh, hey, the Partisans objective just popped up, but I'm not going to take it because I'm waiting for...
Bring old Martok with you.
Oh.
We can always use some.
All right. We grouping? Who grouping?
Kavan, warrior.
My gosh, all of you stop trying to give me your quests right now.
You grouping so we can match your level.
Me group? Me
You
group.
group.
Me find friends. That's duty people. That's friends. Haha. Wait. Is that Borg one of our friends? Oh, you might hear I've my whiny kitty is extra whiny today. I'm not sure if... Okay, Sita I know to invite. Not sure about the other two. Oh, the
Do
STO
spot-
kitty.
I do spot a toaster up in the other chat, so I don't know.
Oh, you know what? Let me just zoom over here and
We came in after we were already down here, so I don't think any of us asked if there was going to be a joining.
so we'll ask now.
Just kidnap.
Kidnapped. Hey, were you joining us today, Mr. Toaster? Oh wait, have I got to be out there to see if there's an answer?
I'm looking for an answer. Yes, I am in for STO.
All right. You'll have to remind me which one to invite to group. And then how many can we do in group? We need 2 more, right?
Yeah, I think we can do 5.
Okay. I'm gonna. Oh, yep, that looks. So is this gonna be a thing where you have your fifth player and it like kicks everyone else out or whatever?
Well, no, because this isn't a TFO. This is just an episode we're going into, right?
Yes, but I don't know. I don't quite
Yeah, so
trust
we
it.
can just go with the 4 of us. That's fine.
All right. Am I?
It's not like it opens it up to a 5th person.
All right. Am I missing somebody who was trying to join in today? Okay, where's that? Is there an option where it doesn't lose sound every time I have to tab out? I really hate that. No, it doesn't really have that I can find. Dumb. All right then, if this is who we are and how we're going, I'm prepared. By the way, everyone marvel at my nice open inventory.
Oh my goodness.
I know. It's almost frightening that such a thing would exist, right?
How did that happen? Was there some kind of like warp core disaster?
No, it's been like that
Time space anomaly?
ever since I clicked on that pack that gave you a bunch of free inventory space. I just haven't filled it. I got the space, now I'm leaving it empty, okay? Alright. Oh, we're at the memorial? Oh, I didn't realize that's where I ran to. Okay, wait. L event episode Partisans. I apologize for the visual spasm in the ground portion of the mission. All right.
I have discovered the location of the evidence we need to clear our names. Obtaining that data, however, will be difficult. For one, it is stored in a secure facility in the Gorath system. For another, it is held within a system that utilizes cutting-edge data security. Security that goes even beyond my abilities. Fortunately, I happen to know a very talented specialist that can assist us. For the right price. I've arranged a meeting at Shangdo on Nimbus 3. Meet me there, and bring old Martok with you. We can always use some extra muscle.
Alrighty. Accepting. I guess I need to go to my ship.
You actually don't need to specifically go to your ship. You just hit the little thing to the next to the right of part.
Really? That's really all I have to do?
It'll warp you to your ship and to where you need to be.
All at once? Woo! Look at me go!
Making the quest transport free a few years ago was one of the best moves they've made for the ease of grouping and travel.
Alright, so I just sit here and wait for everybody else I see one of us is here.
I is there, but I don't know if we're in different instances. I'm in number 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you're
Okay.
different than us.
Which instance are you in? Hold on, I can find it.
17?
Not that I need to be there, but
Hey,
no, no.
we need to.
Oh no, I have no space points spent.
What? We can still go, right? Are we good?
Yeah, I just haven't spent any of my skills.
Neither have I. It'll be fine. Begin partisans.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh, cancel, cancel. I canceled.
Sorry, when I went over to your instance, I was way across the galaxy.
Oh. Well, it's really weird because I don't see... Oh, there we go. Hikari's up there. I'm like, I don't see Hikari around, but it says she's nearby. Okay. Now begin. Begin.
Accepting.
Sounds good.
Toaster's armored.
Armored lizards. Oh
This place smells like violence and vice. I can see why Adet Pa enjoys it. Indeed, this place doesn't hide its purpose behind smiling, half-naked fools and manufactured weather.
no. Manufactured weather.
Enough of that. We need to consider who we're working with and where she's leading us. She is Mokai. Only an idiot would not be concerned about her intentions. It is no secret how I feel about Jempak, especially after everything that has happened. But I find myself thinking, we may be replacing one tyrant with another. Should that prove to be the case, I will not hesitate to end Jaula's reign as well, even if it means being the Chancellor again. Ha! Do the job for a day, and see if you say the same thing afterwards. For now, let's find this witch of Nimbus 3, and see what sort of criminal mischief she's conjured up for us.
I love that. Criminal mischief, etc., etc. All right. Wow. Glowy lizard. Like someone forgot part of the holodeck was left on.
I was thinking more Tron.
Oh, there you go. But we're in Trek, so you know. Hey, Anikidos! Alright. What, am I running forward?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
It's the science team plus you.
Wait, everybody is science? Talk to the bouncer.
Welcome to Shangdu, an entertainment experience unlike any other. Brought to you by Madron Enterprises. Would you like to hear about our drink specials?
Oh, he sounds so thrilled with his job.
Apart from yourself, madam? Why, yes. I saw a particularly fearsome-looking Klingon woman arrive earlier. She wasn't interested in the drink specials either. This is normally where I'd expect a little compensation for letting you cut to the head of the line, but I can see you're not in the mood for a shakedown, so please go on in and enjoy your Shangdu experience.
Okay, so we get a nightclub. Not the frilly stuff of Ryza, but the down and dirty stuff. Guess we're just gonna talk to everybody.
Well, hello. I like the way you're put together, stranger. Buy a girl a drink? Well, you're the first Klingon woman I've seen tonight. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful. If you change your mind, I'll be around.
Sorry, I'm just kind of exploring a bit.
It's kind of interesting that the person there was telling a Klingon woman that I haven't seen any Klingon women recently.
I thought it said other.
Oh, maybe it did say other if you...
Oh, for me, it was like the guy in the front said, other than you, I've seen one other, and
Good.
and then she's all, you're the first Klingon woman I've seen today. so it looks like it does change a bit.
I've got the volume really low, so I thought it said the same thing that was on my screen.
Hey, you, listen. I need you to help me settle a little bet here with these ruffians. Klingon? Ah, I ain't no Klingon. Something wrong with your eyes? Listen, I say that Cash and Cross got the best pitcher in the league, and these hooligans say that, oh no, it's the Vulcan team's got the best pitcher. Help me out, pal. Who's right here? Me or them?
Do I have any knowledge in this?
See? I told you Cash and Claws are the best. Now pay up. One shot of the best Tranya in our house. Oh, thanks a lot, pal. You're a real upstanding citizen. Hope you find your Klingon.
Oh, I'm just going to be amused. Wow, what are you guys breathing? What are you breathing under your masks? Ooh, is this someone even taller than a toaster? Is he taller than a toaster? Ooh, a bar patron hiding under a cloak.
Help you with something, stranger? Apart from yourself? Why, yes, as a matter of fact, I have. She's over in the VIP section with some rough customers. Syndicate, if I were to guess.
Yeah, so when I talked to this guy and he says, apart from yourself, which I'm assuming it doesn't say to any of the rest of you unless you're another
Saw
Klingon
her
woman.
kick some fella in his tender parts a while ago. Found out the hard way it ain't wise to rile up a Klingon gal. Just saying, she might be in a mood. Tread lightly, you know.
And here they are at last. Did you get a little distracted by the local talent on the way here? Ha! This place isn't as wild as it used to be when Hassan and the Syndicate called the shots. Back then, the place was actually interesting. Speaking of the Syndicate, introductions are in order. This is Var, Captain of the Cold Star.
Captain Cold Star!
Your reputation precedes you. Have to say, I've never done business with a hero before. Ought to be interesting, at least.
Hopefully not the kind of interesting that gets us killed. What? Why am I going to worry about
Couldn't
being
agree
killed?
with you more. The surly, well-armed Orion next to me is Kinya, and the esteemed daughter of Earth there is Wilkins, our information specialist.
Hear that, Kenya? Called us ladies. I like 'em already. I'll bet she does. I'm a handy gal to have around. Especially if you're looking to acquire some very secure data from some very cranky folks in a certain empire we all know and love. I gotta say, you don't think small, do you?
Of course
With
not.
both hands and my feet if I need them. Relax. Our mutual friend the witch here wouldn't have set up this little palaver if she didn't think I was the right gal for the job. I'll get your data. Don't you worry.
Picking up a lot of EM interference. Could be some sort of disruption field. I think we need to get out of here now.
Oh. Bar fight! Bar fight! Bar fight! Oh. Are we gonna get a bar fight?
We've got incoming!
Wait. Wait a minute. Who's shooting who and... I mean, are these all bouncers shooting in as well, or what? Or all the bar patrons? Oh no, they're guards. Okay. I'm like, half the people I see shooting, I can't attack. What's going on?
Yes, the battle is all but
We're
won.
being held.
Keep fighting.
Looks like a locals.
This is also the first time I'm using my Elachi Walker there.
I see.
Well.
Oh.
Having
Huh.
a little trouble contacting your ship? No transporter waiting to beam you up? You can thank me for that, friend. Chancellor Jimpock has placed a bounty on your head. Enough latinum to buy a small moon. With that kind of profit on the line, I simply had to turn you in to the Klingons. What Ferengi in their right mind wouldn't? As far as I'm concerned, the wrong Klingons are about to set sail for Stovokor or Valhalla, or wherever they go when they die. I'm afraid I'm not an authority on the Klingon afterlife. I think I'm going to agree to disagree with you on that. Try not to hold it against me. After all, it's just business.
Oh, soldier. Totally thought it said boulder. And I'm like, wait, what? I need to set my walker up and use it.
Hey, it's doing a pretty impressive job. Compared to other combat pets, anyway.
I've just never even used a combat pet.
Well, I used one. Remember that puppy we got?
Jimpock must be desperate if he's sending
That
mercenaries
Ferengi's got
after
this
us.
place locked down tight. Only way we're getting out of here fast is by getting the bypass codes from him.
Alright.
As a matter of fact, I do. The little darling's hiding in the arena.
Alrighty. Off to the arena. Hey, can I
You
call
mind
the
taking
walker
that
out, or
field
did I
down?
need to do that
I
before?
got a splinter in my hacking finger.
Wait,
I would-
activate Red Angel suit?
When it comes to the combat pets, I would activate them at the start of combat because otherwise they might vanish and it's got a 2-minute cooldown.
What does the Red Angel suit do?
Changes all your abilities, gives you different power.
Huh, we'll check it out in a moment. Just because Sounds like fun. Oh wait, War Cabot, are you saying save the angel suit for the big fight? What, does that have a big cooldown or something too? Alright, everybody's saying save that for the boss. How would I need to put my pet on the bar?
Yeah, you can put, like, slot the actual item, and then you can just put the skill on the bar and call it out.
Alright, wait. Is that one the combat pet, or... No, that's
Yeah, you want
non-combat. That's the combat one.
The tiny one is the non-combat one. The bigger one looks like it's in the first slot.
Oh wait, you can't just put it on the...
No, it's slotted in your as your character sheet. Hit U.
As a device?
Hey, and you have an empty slot anyway, so there you go.
I was still hoping I could put it on my bar, but...
Now, bar, hit T.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unlock your tray if you haven't done it already.
There we go. Haha.
Perfect.
Alright. Pet?
Unlock your tray again so you don't move stuff around. Because I tend to do that.
Oh, you're good. Good enough to get past a security field is one thing. But good enough to bypass my disruption field and beam out to safety? I think you'll find that little challenge is beyond your skill, friend. I think not. As soon as the Klingons and I settle that minor disagreement over my pay, I'll let them resume their hunt and finish you off once and for all.
He'll surrender if we can get past that personal shield of his, but there's no way we're knocking it down with our weapons. We can sabotage the generators that are powering the shield, however.
Sabotage.
Release the hounds. Let's see how you handle my Mugatos.
Here comes my pet. Go get him.
Mugatos. So
Alright,
hot
MJ.
right now.
Each one of these towers that we're fighting at has a control panel you've got to turn it off at.
Yeah?
We do that while we're fighting. And hopefully we keep stuff off you long enough for you to actually get to the end, because it takes a while.
Oh no, I'm almost there, almost there, almost there. Alright, got that one. Alright, I'm coming over to this one.
How about a little local flavor?
Whoa!
Sting a little.
What? Alright, let's try that again. Whoa! Oh no, I know that's not the boss. Those were just cool. I guess I'll wait till you guys are finished doing one before. Never mind, the other one's been called over there. So, alright, that's good. I'm not gonna run right in the middle of the Blazer Blast, but, you know. Blaster fire, blaster fire. Do 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 do. Oh, them some bright.
Yeah, sciencey fire stuff.
Okay.
No, no, no! Shield's losing power! Crush them, Squammus! Crush them!
Ah! You're such a cutie boy. So is this the one I gotta use it on? Is it? Still not the
You were
boss?
playing Tomb Raider.
Yay! Alright, let's try this. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I sure do look really cool.
Ah, this is costing me a fortune.
Okay. I don't think I did anything. But I'm told I can get myself a screenshot in this thing, because that's really cool. Let's find a nice spot with light. There's nowhere with good light. No good lighting in here. What is the problem? And who is that Var? Oh, it's probably all my, yeah. Okay, we'll turn this way just because that's... Oh, no! Never mind. Oh, ooh, I'll have to do that again someday. Alright. Give it up, little
Well
squeaky
played.
baby.
But you haven't won yet. With just a push of a button, I'll beam out to my ship and leave you here for whatever bounty hunters or mercenaries that come along.
Oh, not much. Other than I've broken through the jamming and, contacted our ships. It appears they've locked their weapons onto Madron's ship in orbit.
I love the way she's just all...
Of their weapons.
You wouldn't dare. You couldn't. Could you?
Yeah, I would.
First the Klingons betray me, and now this. I'd have better luck dealing with the Borg. Fine, you win. The field's down. Now get out of my bar.
Let's get moving before I change my mind and shoot this little Capex for his betrayal.
This isn't the end of everything, right? We're still going. I just have to not... I have to not finish the mission at the very end. That's my goal. Alright, yep. Let's beam out. Beaming on out to ship. I mean, there are Ferengi I like.
Hasn't told Jempak and Imperial Security where we are by now. I'll eat cold, dead gawk. We need to get moving.
Agreed.
As ready as possible under the circumstances. Nimbus 3 has become considerably more inhospitable, and it wasn't terribly pleasant to begin with.
The crew of the Cold Star stands ready. Some of us a little more than others.
What can I say? This caper's gonna be a real peach. Hell, I'd have signed up just for the bragging rights. Well, that said, the latinum we're getting for this is gonna spend mighty nicely. Think I might spend the entire summer on Risa. Y'all seen those cute little statues they got there? Whew! Girl can get into all sorts of mischief with one of those.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, Toaster, I didn't see your message until we already left. Grab this chest before you beam out. I didn't even know there was a chest.
There was a chest?
Darn it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that, Well, shall I run it again in case there's something?
No, he got it. Toaster got it. When Toaster got it, it disappeared, so.
So only one person can get it?
The
Yeah,
Lucara is engaging
Toaster waited
the enemy
until
ahead.
you'd all beamed
I
out
see
and
no
he grabbed
need
it.
for Jaula to claim
Uh.
all the glory for herself. Prepare for battle. Kabla!
Well, I mean, I could run this again and loot the chest. I assume you can run this again, just like all the other ones, right?
There's another in the next ground section, so we gotta make sure to get that one.
Okay. Alright. Time to shoot some stuff. Well, I certainly don't want to be the first one going in there.
I
Yeah. Whoops! That was my bad. I was looking at the loot thing and wasn't even looking at my ship. It was 100%. That was okay. And then all the ships blew up around me and I didn't move. That's alright.
Act quickly. I was able to jam transmissions from the Loyalist vessels, but one of the cowards managed to escape the battle. It will not be long before he returns with reinforcements. Good. Meet me at the following coordinates within the facility. I am not a leader who hides behind their allies like Jimpak. If the key to his defeat lies in that stronghold, I will be there to seize it. Do I make myself clear?
A shattered crystal.
If you two targs are done growling, we have work to do on Gorath. Aditpa, remain in orbit on Overwatch. With luck, we'll get what we need before the entire Empire comes to end us.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even remember that, Star Trek having loot chests. That's not my brain.
We still. Oh, never mind.
This place used to be a stronghold for House Tord. I recognize the lingering stench of cowardice and dishonor.
We can mock our enemies later, General. Until then, we have work to do.
Yeah, about that. I took a little peek at the data flow around here, and I've located a prime access point. It's not far. I should be able to get what we need there.
Nope. Gotta go through the other door, I guess. The door with the green light! I was trying to take a shortcut through the wall. Oh, hello, friends. Meet my other friend.
Door was locked tight. I handled it.
Come on, little pet.
Another blast door unlocked. You're welcome.
Are we sure this Wilkins character isn't like an alternate MJ?
I don't know. Okay, that's the door we came in. Yeah. Walker is slow.
There's our console. Back there in the corner.
With the flashing arrow? Wow, thank you.
All right, all right, all right. Here we go, folks. Stand back and watch this magic happen. Oh, and if you don't mind, please keep any uninvited guests from putting a disruptor blast in my back while I work. I'd be much obliged.
Actually, I think she's supposed to be a girl Matthew McConaughey.
Oh. I'm not even sure about all these status effects. Like, is this one bad? Is this one bad? I'm just avoiding them all. It's probably how I avoid heals. Whoa! Bright light! Oh, my eyeballs. Like, do I not want to stand in little purple globes?
Bright glow is one of our science fires, I think.
What about that bright red one? That looks intensely painful to my eyes.
This is why people have been asking for a way to turn off the effect.
I mean, it kind of lights the room up a little bit.
Yeah, but STO just got progressively worse with this. More and more abilities with more and more visual spam.
Yeah, is that not painful to anyone else?
I think they're learning just how dangerous we are. Ah!
Okay, good news, bad news time. Which one you want first?
Bad news.
Yeah. Bad news is they broke it up, stored it in several systems here. This here's the first system. I need to crack the next one to get to the rest of the goods. Well, the good news is I extracted some of the data you were looking for. It's encrypted, but I can crack that later. Ready to move on, boss?
As Nike says, just do it. Alright. I guess we're going back. Guess I can't jump on this table. Psh. Oh. Wait.
Yeah, this door was red
Console's
before.
behind that big door.
Ah.
At the end of the hall.
Behind the big door at the end of the hall. Why did we go in here then? Is there good stuff in here? Examine crates. Item required. Poly alloy weapon kit.
Yeah, it's usually decent armor for when you're crew.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go again, folks. You know the drill. Keep me safe, get your data. I like the keep me safe part more myself.
So nice of them not to actually, come in until I actually hit okay.
Ready for us to attack you now? Yes, we're ready.
Yes, hold on, just one moment. Oh, sure. Don't take your time. Wow, yeah. Did anybody see my Klingon and all that? I was like, wait a minute. That's my walker. I don't need to hit my walker. Poor little Targs. Because in space, everything has to glow brightly, right? Okay, that was actually... Oh, get the experience point off of there. Oh, well.
in space, no one can hear you scream, "Ah, my eyes!"
Klingon intelligence must have lowered their standards to let these fools join their ranks.
Oh, you squirrely son of a bitch. Yes, definite problem. Some sneaky bastards in the system with me. They shunted the last bit of data before I could grab it. It ain't all bad. I managed to lock the network down before they could get it out or delete it. It's stuck in another system, though. If we hurry, we can get to it before whoever's blocking me does.
Any other boxes? I'm like...
Like that locked door is gonna stop me. Huh.
Oh, that looks pretty cool.
Jempak wants them alive. Deny them an honorable death.
Oh.
I think our last console's behind that door on the right-hand side. Gonna need an extra set of hands here. Our mysterious friend might try to stop me. And I need one of you to run interference for me in the upper security system while I get the data.
Wait, I need to go somewhere else?
Panel on the wall. Glowy panel on the wall.
Ah. Wait, I gotta do something? What am I doing?
You're helping.
I don't know what... I don't get what this is. I don't know what it is.
Remember the dilithium mining? It's the same thing. You gotta match up those circles to the walls. So use your... I would use the your keypad arrows. That's what I find easiest. Up and down to raise and lower. Here.
Sorry, at first I was just like, I don't even understand. I don't know. I lost time. I just see pictures.
Like on these backgrounds, I have a really hard time seeing it.
Yeah, what are these backgrounds they added? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was weird.
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Where's
We got
Bookins?
it all right, but the other side knows we did too. You ask me, it's time to get out of here while the getting's good. We can't beam out of here. Room's heavily shielded. Might have better luck in the room just outside, though.
Yeah, because it's going to be totally easy out here. It'll be clear.
And so your treason, your dishonor grows. I suppose I should thank you. The evidence you've collected will help me keep Jempak in line. After I take it from your corpses, of course.
Oh.
Do you like my pet?
It has half your looks and twice your brains.
Ah! At least I have both my eyes, old man. Training Targs for battle has been a family specialty for centuries. According to legend, my ancestors could fire lightning from their eyes. With this power, they tamed the first wild Targs. Primitive, superstitious nonsense. Ah, but in battle, such nonsense can be most effective. As you are about to learn.
Woohoo!
You dishonor your house and your people. I will drag you to the deepest pit in Grethor and leave you to rot.
You will do little more than fill the belly of my beast, Matriarch. You will never live to see the day where I am the Chancellor, the dawn of my empire. Kill them. Make sure the beast is well fed before you return. We will not meet again. Die well.
Oh, pretty Targ. So, is this where I use the, suit again?
I think this is the end of the ground stuff, so we might as well.
I'm not even sure what I'm shooting at. I'm just shooting. I'm kind of liking flying around. I'm just shooting all the things. Wait, that's one of us. One of us! One of us!
Come, I will give you a good death. A warrior's death.
Jimpock's crimes, but it still needs to be revealed to each and every Klingon. Once I am back on the Lucara, I will breach security on one of the comsats in orbit over Gorath. After that, I will transmit the evidence of Jimpock's crimes throughout the Empire.
I think I can quicken that up considerably. I've seen enough of their code to crack one of their comsats like an egg.
That is acceptable. Your assistance will be appreciated, Wilkins, and well rewarded. Enough talk. The means to end Jimpock's reign is in our grasp. It is time we put it to use. Kapla!
Alright, kapla! Am I safe to beam out of here and not finish the quest? I am, right?
There's one more space battle, and you don't have to finish the quest until you get the final communication after we're out of the instance.
Alright, and then all I have to do is not take...
Yeah, you have to pick a reward, so just don't pick a reward, you're good.
Sorry.
You definitely want to finish the mission. It's just the turn-in.
Yes.
I know, that's why I want to make sure I get it on the right spot. Sorry, we need some flaming screenshots here. And now I can't move. Woohoo!
Now you're stuck.
I'm stuck. Now I'm gonna be me and my Alright, beam out. Why are they not doing the turn-in? Oh, why am I not doing a turn-in? Because...
We are about to begin the process.
Oh, she's talking. Because if I wait an hour after we finish, then I will get my last daily credit to finish the event.
Yeah, you can only get a daily credit once every 20 hours.
Yeah.
Hi! First time I've ever been on a Klingon ship, and it's nice and all, but I could do without all the red lights. Makes me nervous. After what we just went through, this'll be a walk in the park. But seriously, keep the Lucara in one piece and everything will work out just fine.
Of course we're expecting company.
A fleet of Klingon vessels is approaching at high warp. I doubt they are coming for Bloodwine and Gach.
This pathetic crusade of yours ends here and now, fool.
Ah, Jimpock's here. Saves me the trouble of hunting him down.
Go, Marta.
The Jempok! For the Empire! Kabla!
Sorry, y'all.
Lucara is taking enemy fire!
Warriors of House Mokai, defend the matriarch!
This is the Lucara! Immediate assistance is required! Diverging power to defense systems. Request covering fire at our position. The Lucara is taking enemy fire.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm shooting things and trying not to blow up with them.
Diverging power to defense systems. Request covering fire at our position.
4 shields failing. Rear shields failing. Hull integrity below 50%. Hull integrity below 75%.
We stand with House Lokai. Death to Jempok.
What can I say? We like Lady Jaula's offer more than Jempok's.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, I only had 1 second before I could heal. Oh. Darn it.
This is the Lucara. Immediate assistance is required. This is the Lucara. Initiating data transmission now.
Ooh.
I speak now to all within the Klingon Empire. Bear witness to the treason of Jempok.
The true mastermind behind the attack at Kittimer.
That is Jempok's vessel. He fired the weapon.
This dishonor must be avenged. Bah! Nothing but more Mokai lies.
Neither Jempok nor Jaula is fit to lead. I will not follow either of them into battle.
The Empire has lost its way. Helm, set a course for home. Our house must secure its own path forward. Alone.
They are leaving. They abandon us.
Cowards! Traitors all! The great houses have lost their honor. It does not matter. The Empire has no need of a High Council. All it needs is an Emperor.
It was all in vain. The battle was won, but the alliance of the great houses, my brother's greatest work, is lost.
Well, there's the shattering.
The battle is over. Yet the victory we have earned is bereft of glory. This has taken a toll on Lady Jaula. I believe she has suffered a crisis of faith. We must leave this place before Emperor Jempok sends more of his rabid targs to attack.
Alright. Is departing system okay, or is that ending this?
Definitely depart system, because that finishes the quest. But then when you're out,
All right.
Don't take a reward.
Don't be rewarded.
Don't be.
Don't be rewarded. Because I think I still have an hour and no. I think I still have 35 minutes before I can claim. Yeah. No, you want to leave the thing because... All right.
I mean, I'm a little disappointed that our exile lasted less than an episode. But beyond that, I kind of agree with the Klingon who was like, I'm not following either one of these lunatics.
Exactly. Ooh, she's
the
going again.
alliance of the great houses forged by Tukuvma has been shattered. Those who have not sworn fealty to Jimpok have split to pursue their own agendas. Only a scant few still stand with House Mokai. Lady Juula believes she must follow in her brother's footsteps and seek the wisdom of the monks on Boreth. Only there, she will discover what must be done to restore the Empire and defeat Jimpok. Now that our names have been cleared, we can move openly again within the Empire. I will contact you when the time comes to travel to Boreth.
Alright, not taking that reward. Which I've got a lot of those. Alright, so, yep, I got 50 minutes left. Although, I guess technically I could just run in and do a TFO as well. Oh, but then I could save one for the next day and then get 2 rewards. So, I have 10, 15 more minutes, so I got enough time to run a synthwave. Anybody want a synthwave too?
I actually have to dart for a minute and take care of something. So I'm going to drop out of the group and not screw that up.
I'm going to drop out as well.
All right, I just want to show it to everybody so that they can see the torture that it is. All right, so let me just jump out of our toaster. Did you want to stay and do synthwave, or do you want to run and hide? Because I would. If it were for a stream, I'd be like, heck no, I ain't doing this thing again. I could stay or go hang up laundry. Stay it is then.
Decisions.
Should I stay or should I go now? Oh yeah, here, I'm gonna kick you from task force. And then kick you from team. Sorry. Sorry! Only because you wanted to go. So I was just kicking you on the way out, right? Should I stay or should I go now? Alright. Here we go. Here we go, TFO. Here we go. Accepting. I hope you got that. Did you get that? You did not get that. So I can decline and just sign up again. Or... Alright, I declined.
Remember, there was the whole...
Invite to task force operation. Nope, I invited him to task force operation. Accepted the invite. Okay. Let's try this again. Nope. Wait, can't do it because your group size does not match. Didn't we actually go in there together once, Tannic?
We did. But I didn't invite you to a TFO group. We were just regular grouped. So I would do just the regular group.
Well, it said it wouldn't allow him, so...
No, just a regular group invite, not a TFO invite.
Well, he's already in the group. Let's just...
Did you invite him to the TFO?
I did... Well, it wouldn't work as a group because he wasn't getting the invite. All right, I'm just gonna... We're gonna kick and we're gonna start all over. All right. Actually, it's not letting me join the TFO now at all because it even says I am not the required. I mean, it matched me and then I just didn't accept. So now you try joining it. Okay, see, we've never joined the task force operation before. Try... Can you try just entering it without doing that? Well, it might... Whatever. It might all bug out again. Whatever. Nope, well, you got it to work, so let's just do that. No, no, Martok cannot die. No. No, that would make me so sad.
Captains, it is with solemn purpose that we ask you to partake in this simulation. History is often a teacher. It lets us analyze our mistakes and our triumphs. Indeed, the lessons of history can help us to better ourselves. To this end, you will be taught the tragedy of the synth attack on Mars in 2385. The synth are compromising the defense network. Engineers are stranded on the surface and need to be transported to safety. Rescued engineers can be beamed to transport vessels. The transports will rendezvous back at the orbital habitat to load additional refugees for evacuation. Engineers can also be transported to mothballed starships. Once there, they can activate those vessels to assist in the fight. Once resisting the synth advance is no longer tenable, the synth are turning the defense transport vessels as they make their way to the navigational beacons and warp out of the combat area. Evacuate the engineers at the outer perimeter first.
Yeah, Darth is around. He's gonna get lots of death counter. Whoops. Uh-oh. I went too far out. Too far out. Alright. I was able to avoid the... Oh, crud. I didn't mean to put him in the transport. I had to put him in the cruiser. Oh well. It's like Martok, Martok. Alright. Well, let's go try to... So slow.
Rear shields failing. Warning. Ship is under attack.
So I'm basically picking up people, shooting ships, picking up more people, shooting more ships.
Rear shields failing. Target's shields have failed.
Alright, see if I can get over
Defense
here.
satellites are turning to synth control. The
Oh, I got
operational
1
area
minute.
is about to get smaller.
Picket ships, fall back to the next defensive perimeter.
Come on, just get these guys. I'm not sure I can. 44 seconds, maybe.
Target's shields have failed.
1, 2. All right, 23 seconds. Woohoo! Made it.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Come on, get to the battle cruiser.
The outer perimeter is lost. Fall back and rescue as many people as you can.
Four shields failing. Right shields failing.
Need to get the third engineer on here to get going. Alright, battleship is free! Don't you dare sink my battleship. Beaming up. Beaming up all the Scotties! It's very MIDI-fied. Oh, Anikido's my most disliked TFO since Swarm. Yeah, it's...
Rear shields failing.
Whoa!
Target's shields have failed.
I don't think I know the Swarm TFO. Alright, let's just go grab some more people. Might have had an engineer or two blow up. My ship is so slow.
More satellites are coming under synth control. Operational area is approaching 50%.
Those satellites will pulverize us if we stay here. Fall back!
Warning, ship is under attack. Right shield's failing.
Arr, I have 3 people, and where can I take them? Engineers! Oh, there's one 2-person ship over there if I can get there.
We're almost out of ships to bring survivors to. Bring any additional crews to the station and beam them over. It's only a matter of time before the defense net destroys everything on the surface.
Alright, back to the...
Beam up any remaining survivors and get them to the safe zone.
I'm trying in my little slowbee self. Come on. Wow, big battle going on behind me. I'm just gonna go deliver some people here.
Target's shields have failed.
Oh yeah, development is definitely hit or miss sometimes. Yeah, do the events this last year feel like they're just stacked on top of each other? Did I just skip more of them a year ago and not do them? Because it just feels so... Hey, Locutus!
I am back. Congratulations on getting into the TFO.
Yeah, Toaster got us in.
Nice. And yeah, they've daisy-chained events all year.
But I mean, before then, were they that... They weren't that often, right? Or did I just ignore them? I feel like I've only really been paying attention to events this last year. Or there are more events. I'm not totally sure.
I think there are more events. Plus, they're doing the red alert thing starts again right after this one ends. So they've been just starting at least small ones in between big ones.
Do not let the synth
So I think there are definitely more this year.
Poor Cabot says, I don't know, I was on an SDO break. Dude, I can't even tell who I'm shooting at anymore.
Target's shields have failed.
All ships, total defense net corruption is imminent. Ensure as many transports escape the area as possible.
Form a tight perimeter. Keep the synth away from those transports until they can escape.
Alright, here we go. Let's blast them up in Alpha.
Transports are en route to Beacon Alpha and in need of escort.
Wow, this group has more... So, all the other TFOs I've been doing haven't been this intense on the screen.
Defend them.
It's all so bright.
Transport vessels are requesting escort to Beacon Gamma.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep helping Alpha here. That's my goal. I'm such a little ship.
Transports are en route to Beacons Alpha and Beta.
She's a little ship, blows up a lot.
4 shields failing.
Transports en route to Beacons Beta and Gamma.
Left shield failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Target shields have failed.
Transports en route to both Alpha and Gamma beacons.
Yeah, this is the most visually cluttered I have had any of these
Transports are heading to
TFOs.
all 3 beacons. Keep them safe.
That was a 5-year break, War Cabot? Wow.
Rear shields failing.
I need stuff to shoot me on the right side.
Hull integrity below 50%.
Boom! Oh, that was a big hit. Hey, I normally die more often than that here, so... Oh, I can't do take items while I'm dead, I guess. Alright, 2 of the transports still need to get through. No battleships were saved, no cruisers saved. Wow, this is kind of the worst one I think I've done.
That's the last transport. All ships. We've done all we can.
I didn't
Disengage
realize
at once.
so few were saved.
Due to
Holy
the
cow.
whole program, Captains, the simulation is now concluded.
Whew.
Though it may not seem it, that was a fine showing.
Fine
In the face of
showing.
insurmountable odds, your actions would have saved many lives had you been present on that fateful day. Well done.
Well done. And that is the end. So now we got to look at the event, both the TFO and the episode. And I think I'm going to turn STO down a little bit because it's just a little too loud for me. Just turning the system down. There you go, little Star Trek. Oh my goodness, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and being a part of this. I actually have really, really been enjoying the Klingon Civil War storyline. But yeah, maybe all these little other events stuffing in the middle of it seems to be a bit. Seems to be a bit. So if you guys are interested, if you missed any of the stream and you want to go check it out, you can watch the VOD. And that's going to be on massivelyop.com. I will give you a link right now because I can maneuver around on my... Maybe? Woo! There it is. Alright, this is also a way for you to share it with your friends if you'd like to. That's one way that really does support us. Being here, watching with us, chatting with us. Oh, that is like one of the best parts. Totally supports us here on OPTV and can't thank you guys enough. Now, if we could just get Chris going a little bit more. Yay! I think his stream did awesome. So hopefully we'll be able to start rounding up all week again. And I mean, the more you watch, the more OPTV we get to do, guys. So thank you so much for being here with us. And if you want to read about more Star Trek stuff, and hey, sometimes we have some pretty good Star Trek giveaways, including that one we had with an actual, comm badge, like real life comm badge. Yeah, none of us got to enter that one. That was kind of a bummer. Half the staff was saying, yeah, we'll quit just so we can enter. And some of us were thinking about it. Oh, Anikidos may have to do with Frankie voice actors available. Oh. Yeah. My archfoe. I don't have an archfoe. Everybody loves me. No, not. Thanks so much again, guys. If you, to read up more on Star Trek and not miss any of the giveaways we do. We don't do events. Holy cow. Check it out there on massiveop.com, and you can also find the stream schedule and go back and watch any of the other streams you might have missed, or just don't expect us to answer you if you watch the VOD and talk to us. Some people seem to do that, and then they get mad that I haven't answered them, and I think someone hasn't explained to them that I'm not there. Oh my goodness. Not too many deaths today. 3. Darth probably missed out, man. Sorry for him. But I think I did pretty good compared to some of mine. The event ends, I think, in a couple days, or was it extended? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember, but you can look it up. Thanks so much, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and I hope you have a fantastic day. It has snowed here, so we have a little bit of snow dusting around, and so I guess it's trying to say winter's here, and we say, bah! It's fall. And hopefully you have a good one. See you later tonight on OPTV, and more Halloween fun going on, because I'm not about to let Halloween end just because Halloween ended. I don't think so. We'll see you then.